You have worked too hard and too long for your retirement savings to watch them dissolve because of inflation, stock market volatility, or a sudden downturn in the economy. I get it. You are looking at the world around you right now, and you are scared. You are asking yourself, how do I protect my nest egg? And someone along the way told you, Susie, I need to buy gold. I need a gold IRA. So you go online, you type in that big question, what is the best gold IRA to invest in? And what happens? You are absolutely bombarded with a barrage of slick marketing, promises of free silver, and companies claiming they are number one. It makes your head spin, doesn't it? But listen to me, choosing a gold IRA company is not like picking a favorite sweater. If you make a mistake here, you are risking your financial future, your peace of mind, and the IRS will not hesitate to come after you with penalties and taxes that will ruin your retirement. I want you to take a deep breath and listen closely, because we need to clear the air about what a gold IRA actually is, and how you find a company that won't rip you off. First of all, you need to understand that the best company isn't the one with the flashiest TV commercial or the celebrity endorsement. The best company is the one that protects you from yourself and from hidden fees. When you want to put physical gold or silver into a retirement account, you cannot just buy some gold coins, throw them in a shoebox, and put them under your mattress. The IRS strictly forbids that. You must open what is called a self-directed IRA. To do that, you need 3 pieces to the puzzle. You need a reputable gold dealer to sell you the physical metal, you need an IRS-approved custodian to legally manage the paperwork of the account, and you need a secure, IRS-approved third-party depository vault to actually hold the physical gold. The companies you see online, the big names like Augusta Precious Metals, Goldco, and American Hartford Gold, they are the gold dealers. They act as the quarterback. They set up the account, coordinate with the custodian like Equity Trust, and arrange for the gold to be shipped securely to a vault like the Delaware Depository. But here is where the fear comes in, and here is where so many retirees get taken advantage of. The precious metals industry can be like the Wild West. Some companies out there are commission-driven predators. They will bait you in with promises of 0 fees or free silver for the first year, only to lock you into heavily marked up coins where you lose 30 to 40% of your investment value the second the transaction closes. That is not investing, that is financial suicide. You cannot afford to lose 40% of your purchasing power on day one when you are 65 or 70 years old. So, how do you find the best one? You judge them based on 3 strict criteria: fee transparency, consumer complaint history, and an education-first approach. If you look at the landscape today, Augusta Precious Metals consistently ranks at the top for retirees because of their unique model. They use salaried educators, not commission-driven sales reps. They actually have a one-on-one educational web conference designed by a Harvard-trained economist to teach you how the scams work so you don't get hurt. They require a $50,000 minimum investment, which means they aren't for everyone, but their integrity and lack of complaints at the Better Business Bureau make them a gold standard for larger rollovers. If you don't have $50,000 to move over, you look at a company like Goldco or American Hartford Gold. Goldco has a lower minimum of $25,000 and is incredibly hands-on for beginners who are terrified of the rollover paperwork. American Hartford Gold drops that minimum down even lower to $10,000, making it accessible for smaller accounts, and they are known for having very competitive, transparent pricing. But I am not telling you to just go sign up with one of them today. No! I want you to ask the hard questions before you move a single dime out of your current 401k or traditional IRA. When you get on the phone with any gold IRA provider, you demand a written, itemized fee schedule. You ask them, what is the exact setup fee? What is the annual custodian fee? What is the annual storage fee? And most importantly, what is the spread, the difference between what they bought the gold for and what they are selling it to you for? If a company refuses to give you these numbers in writing before you sign an application, you hang up the phone. Do you hear me? You hang up. You also must look at the buyback policy. What happens down the road when you turn 73 and the IRS forces you to take a required minimum distribution? You can't pay your electric bill with a fraction of a gold bar. You have to liquidate that gold back into cash. The best Gold IRA company must have a guaranteed, legally binding buyback program so you know exactly how you will get your cash out when you need it, without being gouged on the price. Now, let's talk about the big picture, because I need to give you a reality check. Gold should never be your entire retirement plan. Gold is a defensive asset. It is insurance. It does not pay you a dividend, it does not pay you interest, and it does not grow corporate earnings. It just sits there looking pretty in a vault. Therefore, you should never, ever roll over your entire life savings into gold. A safe, smart allocation for an educational defensive strategy is 5 to 10% of your total portfolio, maybe 15% max if you are deeply conservative. Your actionable takeaway today is simple. Do not rush into this out of panic because you saw a scary news headline. Check your current retirement accounts. If you have an active employer 401k, you usually cannot do a gold rollover anyway until you leave that job or reach age 59 and a half for an in-service distribution. If you have an old 401k from a previous job or a traditional IRA, that is your funding source, reach out to 2 or 3 of the top-rated, transparent companies I mentioned, Augusta, Goldco, or American Hartford Gold. Request their educational kits. Compare their account minimums and their fee structures side by side. Demand transparency, keep your gold allocation modest, and protect what you have rightfully earned. You can do this, but you must be smart, you must be careful, and you must stand in your financial truth.